Well, the Rogers Police Department is mourning the loss of one of their own after a tragic incident over the weekend. Officer Fred Marsh died while off duty in a drowning incident at the Elk River in Knoll, Missouri. He had not been with the department for long, but police say he had already left a lasting impression on those who served alongside him. Officer Marsh was one of the department's youngest officers, and police say he demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the community. In the wake of the announcement of Marsh's passing, local law enforcement and emergency response agencies offered their condolences and prayers. Rogers Fire Department said in part, quote, "The bond between first responders is one of service, sacrifice, and family. Today, we stand beside our law enforcement partners as they grieve the loss of one of their own." Little Flocks Police Department also issued a statement saying in part, "Our hearts are with everyone who knew, loved, and served alongside him." A law enforcement escort honoring Officer Marsh will pass through Rogers this afternoon as the procession travels from Anderson, Missouri to Pine Bluff, Arkansas. The motorcade is expected between 4:15 and 4:45 p.m., traveling along Interstate 49, New Hope Road, Dixieland Road, Pleasant Grove Road, and back onto I-49. Community members are invited to line the sidewalks along the route to pay their respects. Anyone attending is encouraged to arrive early, expect traffic delays, and follow directions from law enforcement. Police have released new information about Saturday night's homicide in Springdale. The victim has been identified as 27-year-old Brandon Cabrera. Police attempted to save Cabrera when he was found in his vehicle, but he did die of his wounds. Police say they learned that Cabrera and a relative of the suspect were involved in a disturbance. When Cabrera returned to the neighborhood, police say the suspect opened fire as Cabrera drove past. The 16-year-old suspect faces charges of second-degree murder and evidence tampering and is currently in police custody in relation to the incident. His name has not yet been released. Meanwhile, Springdale police are still investigating the shooting death of a 17-year-old girl, but police say they have no information to believe these two incidents are connected. Police say it happened on the 2300 block of Sunset Avenue around 9:30 Friday night. The 17-year-old was taken to the hospital where she later died from her injuries. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Springdale Police Department. We'll continue to keep following both of these incidents as they unfold and keep you updated on air and 5newsonline.com. Bentonville photographer Russell Bloodworth was back in court today. He's accused of using artificial intelligence to generate child sexual abuse material. Bloodworth was arrested in June on 100 counts of distributing, possessing, or viewing sexually explicit material of a child. But court documents filed Friday show that he's now facing a total of more than 200 charges. This includes counts of creating or distributing deepfake material. You can read more on this case on our website, 5newsonline.com. The Pentagon has identified 2 of the 3 service members killed in the last few days in the war with Iran, while the U.S. Central Command said it continued a 9th straight night of attacks on Iran. Another service member remains missing in action. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
The U.S. military has vowed to swiftly punish Iran for recent deadly attacks that killed U.S. service members. The Pentagon said 25-year-old First Lieutenant Tyler James Freehan of Hawaii and 19-year-old Private Isabella Gonzalez of Carrollton, Texas, were killed during an Iranian attack on an airbase in Jordan. Separately, U.S. Central Command says another service member was killed Saturday during the controlled detonation of a downed Iranian drone in Iraq.
We feel very badly, but you know, those great people, those great patriots were out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
Iran's president said Monday his country is at a full-scale war with the U.S.
The U.S. soldiers killed marked the first American troop death since the tentative peace deal with Iran was reached. Given the return to fighting, military analysts say the conflict has entered a new phase.
The level of attacks, kind of as they've been calibrated, but at the same time they have escalated on both sides in terms of the kinds of targets that Iran is striking from our Gulf allies, the U.S. casualties, which are tragic, and then, of course, the types of attacks that we're conducting inside Iran.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the U.S. is trying to degrade Iran's ability to attack shipping vessels in the Strait of Hormuz.
The United States is involved not just in protecting those ships, but in targeting the places that they use to launch these missiles and drones.
The escalation in fighting has also pushed gas prices back up to an average of $4 a gallon. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders has announced nearly $3.5 million in funding for water and wastewater projects across the state. Her office says it will serve more than 8,000 utility customers. The biggest is a $2.1 million loan for Decatur's wastewater plant expansion. The Benton, Washington Regional Public Water Authority says repairs are now finished after a water line section blew out Sunday morning near Pea Ridge. But the water provider is asking customers to continue conserving water until 7 tomorrow morning by pausing outdoor irrigation, pool filling, and splash pads. Authorities say the systems affected by the water main break include Pea Ridge, Centerton, Decatur, and more. Some systems, like Bella Vista and Tawnytown, were able to connect neighboring systems to minimize demand. A community in Elkins came together over the weekend to support a young boy in his fight against cancer. A fundraiser was held to benefit Cyrus Gilbert, who's currently being treated for stage 3 lymphoma at Arkansas Children's Hospital in Springdale. The event featured a spaghetti dinner, a silent auction, live music, and kids' crafts, with proceeds helping the family during Cyrus's treatment.
Well, I grew up in this community. Seeing this support come out is just amazing. It's even bigger than I thought it would be. And I mean, I'm really speechless. I don't even know what to say on that. It's hard to even come up with the words.
His family says despite everything he's facing, Cyrus is known for always having a smile on his face. If he didn't get the chance to show up to the event, the family also has set up a GoFundMe. And Fayetteville restaurants are getting a crash course in how to make their food stand out online. Experience Fayetteville is bringing in a pair of food influencers later this month to teach local businesses how better photos and videos can help bring more customers through the door. The city's first restaurant content masterclass is set for July 28th. The social media creators, Couples in the Kitchen, will work directly with restaurants on lighting, camera angles, video, and content strategy. The following day, they'll lead a content crawl through 6 restaurants, showing business owners how they create food content behind the scenes. Experience Fayetteville CEO Ryan Howick says food can help introduce people to a city before they even visit.
Food is a great way that visitors actually connect with the destination. It does drive visitation itself. And these guys are going to be showing us what's trending, what's working, best lighting, the best angles, how to take photos and videos of food, cocktails, dinners, lunches, whatever it is, and just really kind of bring up the level of how we showcase our destination through food itself.
Howick says the workshop is also meant to help local restaurants keep up with the social media landscape that is constantly changing.